What is going on, guys? MMA Island team, we got the fight picks, and man, a lot of things to talk about. First of all, every single one of the fight picks were audio only. I'm stupid, first of all. You guys already knew that, but I'm stupid, and I pinned Zach, so it's just like, oh, whatever. We'll just leave it as audio only just because I don't know. It's just weird to have just Zach on there. We love looking at Zach. We think Zach's amazing, but you guys got to see me too. It was weird. So we just took a little shortcut to it, put it audio only. But the reason we're here is because we lost one of the greatest fights in the card.
The best.
Muradov is
Murderov.
out due to COVID-19. Sucks, man. Really, really sucks. But it's the time of the year, I guess. But it's the time of the world, I guess you could say. COVID-19 getting rid of all of our favorite fights. Muradov hopefully gets well soon, but man, that sucks. That was one of the greatest fights in the card, and we're not going to see it anymore. And in comes out of nowhere Charlie Ontiveros to face Kevin Holland. And I guess do I go first or you go first?
No, I go first.
Okay.
For this.
I'll pass it on to Zach to start us off.
So there isn't very many squash matches in MMA. This is one of them. This is poor Charlie Ontiveros. I'm sorry. I really am sorry, but I have to go in a little bit. This guy has lost 6 times, all by knockout. First of all, that's something you never want to see. And I just want to bring up Michael Venom Page. And you're wondering, why are you bringing up Michael Venom Page? Well, the big argument about him is that he always fights cans. He doesn't fight big, like good competition. Guess who's been knocked out by MVP? Charlie Ontiveros is one of these cans that MVP has knocked out. I'm just going to keep it a little bit brief here because there's very little chance that Charlie Ontiveros can win this fight. Kevin Holland is one of the absolute best fighters in the middleweight division, I believe. He's in the top 20. His skills are absolutely elite. He has the amazing long-range striking game and the amazing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt game when he gets to the ground. Incredibly well-rounded, insanely long reach, huge frame. He's built to be successful, and he's one of just the most mentally tough fighters out there. I like to say Kevin Holland is a fighter's fighter. He just does not care. He will fight anyone at any time. He'll step in. It's just what makes me like Kevin Holland so much. And Ontiveros really does not bring anything that Kevin Holland hasn't seen before. He poses very, very little threat to Kevin Holland. As we've seen he's been knocked out by much worse competition than Kevin Holland. Let's just say that. He has been knocked out by some not very good guys. And if you're getting knocked out by people like Will Morris, who was 1-0 after that knockout, and Nikolai Virentenikov, I can't even pronounce his name, but he has a losing record. You're getting knocked out by him, and you expect to come in here and beat Kevin Holland? No way. Kevin Holland opened up as a -800 favorite. Even I think that's a little too. That's not wide enough, in my opinion. Kevin Holland's gonna win this fight. I said what I said. There's like a less than 1% chance that Ontiveros gets that freak knockout, and that's what it's gonna have to be.
Well, let me just start this off.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I had my lock as Adrian Yanez. And I think I'm putting it up there as a tie. It's actually, I run the UFC calculator and it's literally the same percentage at 79.3% chance. So Kevin Holland, I got Kevin Holland in this one. Why do I have Kevin Holland? So a lot of reasons. You mentioned a lot of them. Ontiveros knocked out 6 times. Literally every single one of his losses come via KO. And when you're fighting a guy like Kevin Holland, who has such power and is just such a well-rounded fighter, this isn't a good matchup for Ontiveros, man. This is why I tell my friends, I always say, like, the Dana White likes to make fights when fights fall out that he knows what's going to happen, just because he knows that it's going to happen in spectacular fashion. And there's going to be some amazing there's going to be people talking about it on Twitter. Something's going to get trending. Like, that's just what he likes to do. And that's why you bet on it. Even though Kevin Holland's going to be a really, really big favorite, it's still kind of guaranteed money. So obviously not ruling out Ontiveros to win, because this dude has had 2 KOs in a row. First round KOs also in the first 2 minutes. And to mention this, this is weird. I was reading this and I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at Ontiveros' sure dog, and I'm like, okay, KO win. Okay, KO win again. He's got 2 KO wins in a row. Oh, geez, he got knocked out in the first 2 minutes the fight before that. What happened the fight before that? In LFA on November 3rd, 2017, he was fighting Clovis Hancock, a guy who's currently 2-3. And where did that third and final loss come for Clovis Hancock? It was a TKO win for Charlie Ontiveros via heart stoppage. His heart stopped. The guy's heart stopped when he fought Charlie Ontiveros. Which I thought was a funny stat to bring up. Not funny, obviously, but just an odd stat that made me scratch my head a little bit. I was like, wait a second. This dude literally died in the octagon. He's alive, thank God. The dude's alive. So, but yeah, this is the thing, man. If you're going to be relying on Charlie Ontiveros to win by just a fluke KO, not a fluke KO. The thing is that Kevin Holland has never been knocked out. Kevin Holland has fought some very, very tough opponents. It's going to be a really tough ask for Ontiveros to win this. Talking about Kevin Holland, man, and I'm sure I mentioned this in the Mahmoud Muradov talk. This is probably the first no-name that Kevin Holland has fought in about, 9 fights? Darren Stewart, Joaquin Buckley, Anthony Hernandez, Brendan Allen, Alessio Di Carico, Gerald Mearshart, John Phillips, Thiago Santos. It's a tough ask, man. This is 100% my number one lock of the fight. Really just a tough ask, as I've mentioned 300 times, but I'm going to mention it 300 more just because Kevin Holland is a killer. And you mentioned that Kevin Holland is a fighter's fighter, just likes to be really active. Another thing to mention, 3 fights in 2020 for Kevin Holland, 0 in 2020 for Ontiveros. Tough ass coming in on short notice to face Kevin Holland, a guy who's been beating the best of the best in the division. It's tough to ask, man. Really, really is. So I got to go with Kevin Holland on this one, as are a lot of people, I assume. But hey, if you guys got Ontiveros, man, make sure you guys are letting us know in the comments. One thing I was going to mention, you were talking about what was that I was going to mention? You were saying he's a fighter's fighter, being here. A fighter that's coming in 3 fights in 2020, having that really, really close fight with Darren Stewart last month. You would think he wants to take off like a couple months, 3 months, 4 months. This dude's here the next month. That was a very, very close fight that Kevin Holland even mentioned he thought Darren Stewart won. Obviously, not too big of a risk, I could say, going against Ontiveros, but going against Mahmoud Muradov, that's a huge risk. So he gets his fight. He's facing Charlie Ontiveros. We both got Kevin Holland. As I mentioned, we want to know who you guys got, so make sure you guys are letting us know in the comments who you guys got, and let us know if you're happy to see our faces again. Shout out to the dude who said I shouldn't wear backwards hats on MMA Island, but hey, it's our channel.
That was months ago. Oh my, I remember that.
That was funny. All right. Well, anyways, like I said, man, make sure you guys are just letting us know what you think. Let us know your support. Make sure you guys are following the MMA Island Instagram handles. I don't mention this too much, but you guys got to do it. We show news. We show memes, all this stuff, interesting facts. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, follow those Instagram handles. Should be in the bio below. If they're not, search up MMA Island on Instagram. Point is, man, make sure you guys are liking the video, subscribing to the channel, check out the other Fight Pick videos.